Hello, today we're going to be talking about the Sennheiser HD650 headphones. So today we'll talk about the Sennheiser HD650s. This is a set of open back headphones which I use for mixing and a lot of people use it for mixing. Editing, mastering, I wouldn't really recommend mastering, but some people do. Let's start with the downside of these headphones, which is two for me. One is that it's an open back design. That means that if you're in a room with someone else, they will hear what's going on because sound will leak through the grills. The plus side of that is that you get a really flat response and a very good stereo image. The other downside is that there are 300 ohms. That means that you really need a lot of juice to power these headphones. So I would advise you plugging them into your audio interface or a dedicated headphone amp. If you try to plug them in your phone, you will listen to music, but it won't be as powerful and some of the detail will disappear. Now, the benefits of these headphones are that they are so flat response and so revealing that you can mix on them, and that's great because, for example, I recently moved into this new space and I've got exactly the same setup as before, same monitors, same interface, same recordings. It took me a lot of time to get used to how the room sounds, and when I needed to get work done I would put these on because I've owned them since 2014 and I know how they sound, which means that any mixing I do, I know how these translate onto monitors or into other devices, and it's really important to have a second set of reference headphones besides your speakers. I've got these headphones and I've got another set of open back headphones, a different brand, and I always bounce between my monitors, my headphones, and then finally on iPhone earbuds because most people listen to music on them, and if it sounds good there, then you're golden. These are great headphones, and I believe it's really important that people do get themselves a good set of headphones and familiarise themselves with how they sound, because then you can take them anywhere. I've had them on the plane, in a car, gigs, studio recording, live recording. They're always in my bag, and because I know how they sound, and that's really crucial. You've got something with you as a tool, as an audio engineer, that you know how it sounds, and you know that when you're going to EQ a specific instrument, you know that that EQ actually translates well, and you're not messing it up. So it's really important. There's a bunch of companies that make good headphones. You've got Biodynamic, you've got Audi's, you've got Sennheiser, Sony, Shure. They all make decent headphones. I went with these because they've been around forever. A lot of people that mix classical music or jazz music like I do recommend these headphones because they're really flat response. Even if they're not flat response, you've got software these days that can actually EQ your headphones to make them even more flat. So for example, these headphones haven't got a lot of bass, or it's not a very fast bass. But I know that because I know how they sound, so I can compensate that in the mix. So I won't get a weak track with no bass. It's really important, and the amazing thing is you can stick them in your bag and you can go do your work. You can't always carry your monitors around. Every time you go to a new space to work, you need to get used to how the room sounds, how the speaker sounds, where the sweet spot is. If you have a good set of headphones that you know, it's really important. And I've been seeing that a lot lately on the internet about people saying, yeah, it's not a good idea on mixing on headphones. I would disagree. I'm not saying that you can do a full mix, but it's definitely a vital tool to compare how your mix sounds, because you might have a set of monitors that sound great in that room, but don't translate anywhere else. If you got these, you'll always have a point of reference. Wherever you go, these will be your point of reference. I absolutely love them. They are one of my favourite tools to use on a daily. If for whatever reason they break or get stolen, I will immediately buy a new pair. That's how much I trust them. I've mixed full tracks, full albums just on these, I used to work in a place where we were 3 people in one office, so I couldn't really blast any music when I was doing work. So I did all the mixing there. And up to this day, I think those were one of my favourite mixes. I'm not saying that it's for everyone, but it is a really good tool. I highly recommend you go and find a good set of headphones that you know how they sound, or familiarise yourself with the frequency of the headphones, and use them as a tool. It is a tool in the end of the day, and we all aim to get better mixes and better results when mixing. So good set of headphones is a really good tool for editing, mixing, not annoying the girlfriend or the neighbour. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that information was a bit useful, because when I started out it was a bit of a blur. So yeah, thank you, and hope to see you next time.